Hi everybody. This video is all about how to collect the data for your lab and to answer the question, how does the mass of a car affect acceleration? You're going to need your notebook, your car, your string, your paper clip, some kind of weight to pull the car on the string and weight to put on the car itself. You'll also want tape, at least if you follow my setup. So today I'm going to show you a setup, how to fill out your data table, and how to do your calculations. Here's the setup. Remember, we're asking and answering the question, how does the mass of the car affect acceleration? You've got your car with a string attached. It hangs down off of the table and a little bit of weight at the end. That could be a washer, it could be a quarter, it could be anything. Here's what we're keeping the same. We're using the same car. We are measuring the same distance every time. In my case, I know that this distance is 30 centimeters. Always using the same force on the string. I'm going to use the same surface every time, and I'm going to use the same timer every time. Each trial, I'm going to change the number of quarters taped to the roof of the car, and each trial I'm going to measure the time to travel 30 centimeters. So the quarters on top of the car, that's my independent variable. That's mass that I'm adding to the car. The time it takes to go this distance, that's my dependent variable, and we'll use that to calculate acceleration. Here's your data table. Every time you collect data, you're going to put your trial right in here. After you have about 3 trials, so you'll have trial 1, trial 2, trial 3, and an average, then you'll calculate your velocity, and that'll go here, and you calculate your acceleration, and that goes down here. Every time you race that car down the track, that's another trial. You can try it with 0 washers, 1 washer, 2 washers, and 3 washers, giving you lots of opportunities to run this and measure the time, calculate your 4 averages, your 4 velocities, and your 4 accelerations. So here's a look at what it looks like when I actually run the test. Right, there goes the car. I'm going to stop the car at the edge, and I'm measuring from here to the edge of the table. That's when I'm running the timer. So I get this same distance every time. This is what a data table looks like when you fill it out. 3 trials and an average. For 0 washers, 1, 2, and 3 quarters. All right. I'll show you how to do the calculations as well. Remember, for average, you're adding up the trials and dividing by 3. For velocity, you're taking that distance and dividing it by the time. And for acceleration, you're taking that velocity and dividing it by the time. A little more detail on those calculations. To calculate an average, add up all 3 trials and then divide by 3. If you did 4 trials, you would add up all 4 and divide by 4. But you add up all the trials and divide by that number of trials, and that gives you your average. To calculate velocity, distance divided by time. In my case, the distance was 0.3 meters, that's 30 centimeters, 0.3 meters divided by that time. Likewise, for acceleration, I'm going to divide this velocity result by the average time, and that'll give me my acceleration for each column. Remember to be neat with your table so that it's easy to tell which velocity and acceleration go with which set of washers. Finally, I'm going to go back to my hypothesis. Remember the question, how does the mass of the car affect acceleration? Well, when I looked at my data, I saw the mass increased. And I thought that as the mass increased, it would affect the acceleration, because I would observe a decrease in acceleration when the mass increases, because it's hard to push heavier things. And indeed, I saw, and you can go back and look at the data here, that with 3/4, the acceleration was 0.76 meters per second squared, and with 0/4, it was 1.73 meters per second squared. So the acceleration definitely went down when the mass went up. And finally, here's your independent work for the day. Set up your car, your string, and your ruler, just like you see in the picture. You got your ruler, your car, your string, weight on the end of the string, and you've got your quarters ready to go. Calculate your data for each level. 0 weights, 1, 2, 3. Fill out your data table. Then you're going to calculate your averages, summing up your trials and dividing by 3. Calculate your velocity, distance over time, and finally calculating acceleration, velocity over time. And all of that is what you need to do. You're collecting data today. Have fun.